Gentlemen, today's video is probably the most important one on this channel. We are talking about the single biggest destroyer of men in modern dating, idealization. In the manosphere, we call it Oneitis. It's the root cause of almost every disaster you face. Whether you just met her and your critical thinking has completely evaporated, replacing reality with fantasy. Or maybe you are trying to get back a toxic ex who belongs to the streets, but you are blind to it. Or simply, you put her on a pedestal. Your value drops and you start making mistakes. You literally brainwash yourself into loving her before she has earned anything. Today, we are going to break down the exact mechanics of how this mental virus spreads and, more importantly, how to inoculate yourself against it. Let's go. The fantasy phase and brainwashing. In the last video, we analyzed forum stories. I see guys who haven't even met the girl yet. They've just been texting for 2 months, and they declare, "I love her. She's the one. I can feel the connection." Wake up. That is pure fantasy. In 99% of cases, for a woman, the relationship hasn't even started until you've been physically intimate. Until then, you are just pixels on a screen. You are one of 50 dudes in her DMs. So, what happens in your brain during this phase? You start texting her. Then, you start dosing yourself with her. She occupies real estate in your mind. You start modeling the future. You imagine the first date, moving in together. You are already naming your imaginary kids running around the backyard. You tell your friends, "Guys, I met someone special." You start listening to emotional Drake playlists, anchoring those feelings to her. You are setting a mental anchor. Your morning routine changes. The first thing you do is check your phone for her text. Your day ends the same way. You start cutting off your friends, your hobbies. You sacrifice your time to focus entirely on her. And every sacrifice you make increases her perceived value in your mind. You begin to invest not just emotionally, but with your actions. Your brain is highly plastic. You can rewire your perception of any event, past, present, or future. Let's talk about pain. Do you like pain? No. But look at an athlete with a David Goggins mentality. 24 hours after a brutal leg day, he can barely walk due to micro tears and lactic acid. What does he feel? It's pain, but he enjoys it. Why? Because he has reframed it. He associates that pain with growth, with progress, with becoming a beast. He gets high of it. Now take a beta male stepping into the gym for the first time. He feels the exact same sensation and panics. When will this stop hurting? Should I take painkillers? Same sensation, 2 different interpretations. One is thriving, the other is suffering. Do you understand? Now apply this to the idealized woman. Your brain has convinced itself that your happiness depends on her. Without her, you are miserable. With her, you are complete. You have created codependency before the first date. You dissolve yourself in her. Your future plans are no longer yours. They are joint plans with a phantom. What is the consequence? Imagine she disappears tomorrow. Your fear of loss is catastrophic. Your entire life structure collapses because it was built on a fantasy. If she flakes or ghosts you, you are destroyed. From here, it's standard procedure. You become incapable of seeing red flags. We've discussed how hard it is to find a vetable woman today, but this guy, he won't even see her flaws. He will rationalize everything. Her positives are magnified 10 times in his mind. You fall in love with the image in your head, not the reality. Add in the emotional roller coaster, missing her, little fights, makeup sex, and you are addicted. You become the needy, clingy orbiter. You lose frame. It's only a matter of time before she gets the ick and dumps you. The same applies to getting an ex back. Sometimes we know she's toxic. She belongs to the streets. You should be running away, not toward her. You are lucky it ended. But no, he wants her back. The hope lingers. Maybe it will be different this time. Maybe I can fix her. These are pathetic illusions. So, what is the vaccine against Oneitis? Listen carefully. A man must have a purpose, a mission, work, hobbies, interests that are immutable. They do not change whether you have a girlfriend, are married, or are single. Your purpose is your rock. We all know the story. A teenager starts hitting the gym. It gives him confidence, emotional resources. He's crushing it. He gets a girlfriend. 6 months later, what happens? He skips leg day to watch Netflix with her. He gets soft. He loses his edge. When he loses his physical frame, his emotional resources drop. And because he sacrificed his passion for her, her perceived value skyrockets. When she inevitably dumps him for a guy who still goes to the gym, he is crushed with depression. Now, fast forward 15 years. He didn't learn the lesson. Now he's 30. Instead of skipping the gym, he neglects his business for a woman. He loses his company. The mistake is the same. The price tag is just way higher. Understand this. Women are a complement to your life, not the focus of it. Before you date, you need to figure out why you want a relationship. Because many men are addicted to suffering. They chase the hardest to get women. They chase women who flake and ghost. Why? Because they have unresolved trauma. They are subconsciously replaying scenarios where they get rejected. If this guy meets a good woman who treats him well, he gets bored. He loses interest. If you recognize this pattern in yourself, you need to fix your internal software before you download Tinder. You need to rewire your reality. Therapy, self-work, whatever it takes. If you don't fix this, your dating life will be a perpetual disaster. Now, the practical solution. How do you stop idealizing? It's simple. Do the opposite. If Oneitis makes you obsess over her, force yourself to think about her less. If you are building a future in your head on day one, force yourself to believe that every date could be the last. If you are magnifying her positives, actively look for her flaws. And trust me, they are there. If you are sacrificing your friends and hobbies for her, stop. Reclaim your time. You must take conscious control of this process. If you just float downstream, you will drown. Many guys are terrified of beautiful women. They immediately pedestalize them. Here is a reframe for you. Do you like luxury supercars? Yes. In pictures, they look amazing. But would you buy one if you could? Not everyone would. Why? Because you know the maintenance cost is insane. The insurance, the repairs, the headaches. Apply that to beautiful women. Stop looking at the paint job. Start assessing the maintenance cost. Is she fit for a relationship? How much drama and headache comes with that pretty face? When you see women through the lens of maintenance cost, the pedestal crumbles. They don't seem so magical anymore. They seem like liabilities. Most men never think this way, and that is why they lose. The main message is this. Stop idolizing women. Stop building castles in the sky that are guaranteed to collapse on your head. Realize that the perfect image in your head is a lie you tell yourself. A lie that makes you weak, dependent, and easy to manipulate. If you want to stop being a beta orbiter and start being the prize, you need to kill the fantasy and embrace reality. If this video woke you up, smash that like button to help the algorithm. Subscribe for more unfiltered truth about dating and female psychology. Stop dreaming, start vetting. I'm Max. See you in the next one.